Hey Sharon, I feel like me and you picked out some of the same exact points, which is crazy because I wasn't able to see your post until after I posted. But three of our sentences ended up being the same, so I thought that was kind of cool that we kind of think alike when we were reading this chapter. I also felt that it was really informative, and I enjoyed the My Students Are Different section as well because I felt like I could relate to a lot of those excuses as a teacher. Dealing with students like that every single day can be really challenging. I chose the quote, "Don't lower your expectations for students," as well as you did. And I think it's important that we always expect the best from our kids because even though they may be having challenges at home and face other things that are struggling at home, it's our job to keep those expectations high in school in order to motivate them to get to where they need to be. And so that's definitely part of our job is to keep that expectation high for our students and encourage them to keep trying until they get there. I also chose the quote, "Invest heavily in trying to understand the cause of a student's misbehavior." I think this is a huge important factor in a teacher's life. And I learned that after my first year of teaching in a Title I school, that when kids act up in the classroom, there is always a reason behind it. And I learned that the hard way. When I was a first year teacher, I kind of just thought that he didn't like me. I took it personal. And after doing some more investing and learning from teachers with more experience, I was able to determine that there was something going on at home that was affecting this student, and those were the reasons why he was acting like that in school. And I actually have one this year that I'm able to help by investing in his home life and figuring out what's going on. And the last sentence that we had in common was pick your battles. Sometimes I feel like students bring on a lot of battles, but our job as teachers is not to sit there and argue with them all day long. Someone has to be the adult, and you know, focusing on the positive is sometimes really hard, but it's the best thing we can do so that the majority of the school day is focused on education versus you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. And so picking your battles is definitely a big part of teaching, and I'm learning that some battles are just not worth even having with a child. Sometimes it's better to disregard some of the attention seeking behavior issues that they're having because they want any type of attention that you'll give them, but you want them to want positive attention. And in order to do that, you need to only give that attention when they're doing something positive. But I thought that was really cool that we had three of the same sentences, and you did a really good job with your video.